I'm really excited about our new Beratung bourbon. So we decided to have an office taste testing to see if it's really true that this bourbon is that good. Everyone keeps telling me, Greg, you just say you love this bourbon because it has Beratung on it. And I keep saying, no, it's a great bourbon. So what we've done is actually a blindfolded taste test, and we just grabbed some of the bourbons we had laying around the office. So we have Elijah Craig, Blanton's. This is actually Buffalo Trace, it's in our decanter. And we have Basil Hayden, and then of course we have the Beratung bourbon. So Scott and Tyler are joining me. What we have here is they're all labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These were poured when we were outside the room. Will has a sealed, well, I guess it's not sealed, but folded up piece of paper he's gonna hand to us at the end. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk through these and we're gonna score and we're gonna taste these. So we have a piece of paper with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that we're gonna write all of our tasting notes on here. And then we're gonna rank them at the end in the order of what we think and see ultimately which one of these ones is our favorite bourbon. So I'm gonna start here with 3. Scott, I believe you're gonna start with 1, and you're gonna start here with 5. But I'll tell you what, this first one, the first thing I noticed, I pick it up, is this is a great caramely dark brown color I expect out of a bourbon. Cheers. By the way, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
I'll tell you, this one has a little bit of a, more of like an alcoholic forward smell to it.
Yeah, this one's peppery just throughout the whole thing.
This one's really smooth.
This one is really sweet, really smooth, not much of a finish on the end. So I'm gonna mark down for 3. This is sweet. I have a little bit of a caramel flavor. Great color. I'm gonna say very smooth. This is extremely smooth for me. So I'm gonna go with 2 here. Actually, I should probably let you 2 so you don't have to reach over me. I'm gonna go with 4.
I'll see what I think about 3.
This is a much more oakier smell, I'll tell you that.
Oh, immediately the difference between 3 and 5.
Lighter color.
Yeah, this is already caramely on the nose, much more than number 5.
I think both 1 and 2 are pretty smooth.
That is really sweet up front as well, too.
I might need to go back for 3 real quick.
A little dabble do.
My palate wasn't cleansed. I had a whole too many flavors going on.
Clear the palate.
Yeah, important. It's very important.
I'll reach over for 4.
4. I'm gonna try out some 5 here.
You need something over here? Good.
I might need a part of the coffee beans here. I'm starting to get a little bit.
I told you that was a good grab. You said this was a wild turkey or?
That's a Buffalo Trace
Buffalo
product.
Trace, that's right.
It was Buffalo Trace, straight Buffalo Trace.
This one's definitely got a little kick at the end compared to the first 2.
Where are you guys at with like starting to like them? What are your favorites?
I think right now I'm 3, 4, 5 in terms of my order.
3,
Number
4,
3, first one was very sweet, caramely. It had a great color, but I actually like it. I might have to go back to those 2 because you know what I really loved about 4 was the smell of it. The smell of it. I think I might have to coffee bean myself out. Yeah.
You're right.
But I do like the color of this one. It's definitely a better color flavor profile. So.
You're hyping up 3. I think I'm gonna have to try 3 here.
Oh.
3 is good.
This up front of this one is very caramely up front.
What were your notes on 4?
I had a light color, oaky smell, sweet up front, very little on the back end, very smooth.
Yeah, I was thinking this one's sweet and lighter compared to a lot of the other ones.
I'll tell you what, 2's my favorite so far.
I think I have 3 in my
Have
hand.
you tried 2 yet?
I haven't tried 2 yet.
The back end of 2.
Who put 3
That's
there?
I put. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 4. There we go.
You're good. I had 3.
Yep, I just tried
Spicy back end. I like the color. Oh yeah, I'm good with 2's my favorite so far. That's a clear winner.
4. All right,
Oh,
I'll follow
5's the
you.
last one I gotta try. Yeah, clear my palate.
I gotta get moving here.
I think
I've been
5's
taking
got a
double
good
sips,
smell
that's
to it.
it.
So have I.
Can't tell right away. Oh, what were you? I'm getting like spicier on 2. Like even on the nose, there's just
Yeah,
immediate.
this-
I
Those-
had spice and kick.
Yep, spicy and kicked, and I mean, that was
Spice and kick.
yeah, and like in your face caramely. I also like this. I think my number 2. I think had the
Yeah.
second best smell. I think the
Yeah,
best smell was definitely number 4.
I wrote smell. I wrote 5 had a good smell too.
Number 2, the difference between the smell and the taste. Like the smell is way spicier, but the taste is super smooth just throughout the whole palate, like from front to back. I think I know what that one is. You want to pack? You pass me 1, Scott?
Yes.
Thank you. I don't want to reach all the way over.
I think I might have to go for round 2 real quick. Number 2.
Don't mind if I do,
It's been
right?
so long since I had 1 and 2 over here. Now I'm kind of losing my train of thought.
Oh, but 1 is so freaking good too. That's a close second. I think I'm gonna be similar. 2 is my number 1, and 1 is my number 2.
All right, so I'm ready to score mine. I'm gonna go with
I'm scoring mine right now as well.
3, 4.
I gotta tell a different. I gotta go
All
back
right, so
to
I'm
3
going.
and 4 here to make
I
a
am
decision.
3, 4. Oh wait, it doesn't wait. Yeah.
This is tough. I'm torn between 2.
Wait,
For your
sorry.
top 2 or your bottom?
2.
Or for your top or your bottom?
All right, I just screwed this up. I'm gonna do 2,
Yeah, I'm changing my mind.
4. We're gonna 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. So you guys heard my favorites. It's 2, 4, 1, 3, and 5. Tyler, what's your top?
I'm very similar. I'm 2, 1, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. You weren't cheating for my notes, were you?
No,
And what's yours?
thought
I think
about
I'm
it.
pretty similar. 2, 3, 4, 1, 5.
2, 3, 4, 1, 5. And Will's going to come on momentarily to give us what the answers are. But the other thing, if you could just write down really briefly which company you think made each one, because we're going to do that for extra credit. So we're going to see what we actually ranked as our top ones. But if you could just write down which company you think produced each one of these ones. And while you're doing it, because I already did it for mine, I just want to rewrite one of mine. Was this easier or harder than you thought? And so I always love people when they're getting into bourbons to encourage them to do this type of taste testing. It just takes 2 people, one person to hide the labels and everything you're doing, go out, walk out of the room. But what you'll find is you might love a $20 bottle of bourbon and you might hate an $80 bottle of bourbon. So don't let price dictate it. Don't let other people's thoughts are. Let your own taste palette do the talking. So, Will, if you want to come ahead and bring us the results.
All right, so number 1. Basil Hayden.
Oh,
I got that wrong.
Wow. By the way, I thought that was Buffalo Trace was my guess.
I was torn between Basil Hayden and Elijah Craig. Those two are the two I'm least familiar
All right.
with from this.
So that was my
So
third
guess
favorite.
on second?
I thought that was.
So guess on second is Beratung bourbon.
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo
I'm
Trace.
sorry,
I said
Wild
Blanton's.
Turkey.
Oh,
What?
Wild turkey's
We didn't have Wild Turkey. It was
Oh, but
Buffalo
then it's
Trace.
whatever's
Buffalo
in there.
Trace.
Buffalo Trace.
I knew that one was Buffalo Trace.
All right, 3,
Beratung.
Elijah Craig.
Oh, what?
What?
really?
What?
Oh no, I wrote Elijah Craig, so I was right on that one. All right.
Okay, now number 4, Beratung
Lucky.
bourbon.
I had that written down as Blanton's.
And number 5, Blanton's.
What's crazy is I ranked Blanton's as my least favorite.
I ranked Blanton's as my least favorite.
But
So did I. I think
Elijah
we all
Craig-
did.
Well, that's just crazy to me too because, yeah, wow. So I had
got
2. So 2 again was
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace.
Yep.
So I had Buffalo Trace, Beratung bourbon, Basil Hayden, and then I had Elijah Craig, and then Blanton's. And what was your order then?
So I had Buffalo Trace, Basil Hayden, Elijah Craig, Beratung, and then Blanton.
And what was your order then?
I had Buffalo Trace, then Elijah Craig, then Beratung Bourbon, then Basil Hayden, then Blanton's.
So for $60 a bottle of Blanton's, you could probably be a little bit better off drinking some of the Beratung bourbon. But I think what's cool about this is I told you guys I've done this many times, and Buffalo Trace almost is always at the top, right? It's almost a guarantee at the top.
What's my number 1?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think it was all of our number ones. We all had the same number 1 and the same number 5.
I'm telling you, I've done it against Pappy Van Winkle. I've had a lot of other stuff, and I'm telling you a lot of times, I'm interested to try another one of these versions and bring in, you guys know my favorite, is Weller's Antique 107. So we'll do another one with Weller's Antique 107 and Pappy, and throw some Buffalo Trace in there because it's always in the high, maybe throw some Blanton's in there. So, hey, let's all grab our, oh wait, are our favorites different for each one? I'm gonna grab the Beratung bourbon, so that is 4. And why don't you grab, your number 1 was what?
Mine was the Buffalo Trace, but Scott, do you want that?
Why don't
It's
you
right
grab as
near
close to you, and what was your number 2?
My number 2 was number 1, so I'll take the Basil Hayden. There you go.
There we go. And cheers. It's been a lot of fun making these
Cheers.
bourbons with you guys. Been a lot of fun
sir.
enjoying this bourbon with you. And as I say, regardless of what your favorite bourbon is, the best bourbon is a bourbon shared among friends. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.